is fair and bright. Don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forest dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with steel pumps built. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. A mother reigns both sky and land, her tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Misty glades and valleys deep, the mighty Jarls reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride. The journey goes on to where we don't know. Oh, Father, can you see me fight on? Will the journey end with the last demon slain, or will we be sailing again? To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken.
Hello and good evening, everybody. I hope this is working today. It seems to be working, but we don't know really. So let me start the game first. And we're gonna change to the stream. And I have prepared some things here to have the chat on the screen actually, but I don't know yet if it is working. We can only see if it is working if somebody wants to chat with us, and we have to adjust probably to make that work. Now we have to find our character and we have to find our world. And then we're gonna see what's going on. In the last episode, we found some black forest and we found some settling cores. We did manage to secure settling cores here. So now we have to get us enough stone to build. Oh, we have already built that. We have even more settling cores. Man, we are quite rich. And we have checked our bees, and I think we're gonna start by sleeping real quick so we can get our rest above. Okay, I can see some message popping up there, but it is super tiny. Let me modify that a wee bit probably. I have to see where that chat box is. Oh man. Wait, we have to try and finagle that in place. That can't see where it is. Oh, it's locked. Okay. That is the YouTube chat, and that looks like it can't connect. Oh, no, I can see something here. Yeah, I can see you speaking, but we have to finagle that in the right place. Let me try that before we start. Aha, there you got your name, and that should be probably... Is that a good size so you can see what is written there? And we're gonna have to probably... Yeah, hopefully that will work like that. We shall see. Somebody joins on the Twitch side and we can probably get something there too. Okay. I think we are good. I think we're good here. Gonna lock the YouTube chat so it doesn't go anywhere. A little too small. Okay. Let me see. We're gonna try again. Make that a little bigger. Something that better. Okay. So I assume that one will be a little bit too small too. Okay. We're gonna try like that for now, and we go on playing and see if somebody shows up on the Twitch side, and then we can adjust the Twitch chat probably too. We need to eat something. We need to... Oh my, that is dropping all the way over there. Wait, we need to drop that in here. And we need to get us the stuff we collected and put in there so we can get copper and have us the forge. Two more. And then we will have to try and kill a bear. And for that I would want to have some wood and some stones with me. because those bears are a menace, and there is a stone like right in the middle of our house. We have to do something about that at some point. Okay, those two go in there, and then copper will drop out, and we go to the forest and see about getting a bear deaded. Also, what we forgot, or what I forgot, we were not supposed to be turning that thing around, but we did for building our house, and we had locked in the elder location from that crypt, and now we have two options. We can either go back to that crypt and find that runestone again, that Wegweiser, or we can go find another Wegweiser. And I am not too sure what will be the better way, because I really don't want to go back. I'm glad I found my way home again. We have to find where that bear was again. I want to kill that one, because I do want... I think I get a pretty good feel about the lay of the land now. That is where we left so many stuff here. We have to get all of that home eventually. There is more copper somewhere over yonder to be hacked at. I'm not quite sure where that was. Gonna have so much fun remembering where we did things. At least we have a spear and can defend ourselves against the mobs here. I remember that the bronze was not too far into that. It was quite close to the border, but I can't remember where it actually was. Quite difficult. I keep glancing over to the side because I want to look at the chat if somebody is writing something, because I don't want to overlook people all the time. So, pardon me if I'm glancing to the side all the time. Where was that bear? We found a bear somewhere here, not too far away. There is something fighting something with a sword. There are skeletons coming at us. Where is that shooty guy? There was something shooting at us. Where did that one get to? Ooh. Is that guy... Ow! What is going on here? Is that guy in that hole there? In that stone? Huh. Whoa. That is actually sus. I think that skeleton is in that stone there. Yeah, we're not doing that. Can get yourself killed. That guy is protected by the stone. I rather will want to find that bear again. I know we found 2 bears. There is our copper mine. That's where we were getting the copper from. Okay, let's put all of that in here and get back to mining, and we will deal with whatever comes around here. Because we need the tin and the copper. We want to have a bronze axe. Get us some portals and to get us the cartography table. It was a nearby tower. Oh yeah, there is a tower nearby. You think that that shooting guy was from that tower, Karam? That might actually be the case. I might have to research that again. And see if we have to kill somebody up that tower. We are getting visitors here. Ooh, and a shaman. Super fantastic. We've got a shaman. Okay, we got a dead shaman. Those guys are really, really dangerous. I don't want to get poisoned. I actually need to find a way to get notified if someone writes something in the YouTube chat, really, because it is super easy to overlook. Near the water, the bear is near the water. Yeah, most likely. True. We're gonna go down there after we get us some more copper. To make things work, we would need about 90 copper. Yeah, I think so too. I think we were exploring down there and seeing about the tin, and then we retreated because there was a bear. I think I can remember that. So after we get that copper home, we go see about tin, and then we're gonna find the bear, hopefully. Good thing is those bears seem to be deaf. Like, it is not too far from the water line, like it's down there, see? And if the bear was somewhere down there, it doesn't hear us. It's not more than 100 meters, but it doesn't come over here to investigate. So I guess those bears are deaf, can't hear us. Which I'm not ungrateful for, because that is something you don't urgently need, to have a bear come at you while you're trying to mine some copper. All times you get a lot more stones than you get actual ore. Let me put those up in a pile here, because I don't want to fill up the box completely with stone. at that point, when we do have a portal, we will have to come and collect all of the stuff we stored away in the various boxes. Okay, a little bit more. There, pickaxe broke. Okay, cannot carry all of that, but we can take that's too much. Okay, gonna leave that here. I'm gonna go home, and home should be right in that direction there. So by that big cluster of stones under the fir trees, and then over there is our copper mine, so we don't have to go find that again and search for it. Ah, in fact, it's a direct line from there up there. If we go from that place right up there between those pine trees. I'm gonna try and get the landmarks set a little bit in my head so we can navigate at least our homeland a little better. And there is home. But that means now we have copper, we can make the forge, and then we can get the tin. And that will make things way easier. We need to get a lot more wood though. And our fire went out because lack of wood. We are completely out of any wood. There's only those 5 coal there. And we do need those for the forge. So we do need to fetch us some wood urgently. Wrong weapon. Really? Game? This is gonna take a while before we really are up to speed. But yeah, that's how it is. It's something. Are we getting bad weather now? Thank you very much. Being wet does not exactly help. Okay. Like my stamina regeneration is so low now, being wet. It's a chore. Okay, how much? Okay, that gives us another full load in the kiln and the opportunity to build the forge. We have quite a lot. Look at them buggers. Okay, first of all, we need that fire going. We do not get a fire because we have not enough coverage here. That better? Okay, that was the culprit. This is gonna be our outdoor kitchen probably. Okay, and then we want that forge. We need 6 copper, 4 coal, 4 stone. Stone. Don't tell me I don't have a single stone at home. My gosh. Okay, there has to be some stone laying around here. That is not possible. But there is no stones. Wait, I'm stupid. There is a big old stone right in the middle of our living room here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, now we get a forge. I'm gonna try and place that here. And we're gonna be having some more furniture here. We need more boxes. Can I finagle that in there? Yes. That is sticking out here. I don't like that. Gonna see if we can make that work like that. Okay. All of the metal can go in that box. And we are going to do some serious box sorting here, but first we need to get us more charcoal. Okay, so let's do some sorting. The first box is stones, the second box is gonna be wood. I need to be eating. The third box is gonna be leather kind of things. The fourth box is gonna be all of that stuff, and the last box beyond there can be the more valuable stuff for now. And that is a lot of chaos in here. So that's the leathers and probably the feathers. And that is that. And we're gonna put that stuff in here. We do need more storage for sure. But at least. And I think we do want some sort of roof over here too. And we're gonna go sleep because it's a night timing here. Okay. So now we can get the next 10 in there. And another. The weather has cleared up, thankfully. Next we're gonna get us some tin. That needs to go in here. Okay. Food? Can't eat? Okay. Let's go get some tin and see if we can find that bear. And on our way back we have to fell some more trees. I forgot to repair the gear, man. Streamer brain is a real thing, you know? That is the most strange building I ever built. And I'm really surprised that that thing does not set our house on fire. It hasn't yet, so I think it will not. Well, I hope it will not. We come back and everything is coal. That would be a thing. Okay, we're gonna follow the coastline here now. Can go back to our bronze later. That needs to be set on that, and we don't have stones. We need at least 5. Or we can't have a fire. One more. Come on, game. Give me a stone. Why is there stones all over the place unless you want one? Then there ain't any. Well. Tin. Well, there is stone delivery here. Now we've got stones and we've got wood. And we have actually the possibility to build a campfire. Now we have to find a bear. Interesting. There, over there is the bear right next to that ruin. Man. I'm scared. Bears are scary. Perfect. We got 10 of those. And we're gonna try and get that bear lit on fire. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. That is what I wanted. Come up here, Mr. Bear. Oh, light yourself on fire. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we can kill that one. I should have my shield too. Huh. Okay. Something is really buggy about those bears, because this is super easy to kill that one, and I don't know why even. I mean, yeah, it takes like forever. But okay. Take it. Aha, now he thought, oh, now look at that. We have set the wood on fire here. We got a legit fire going on there. Shoot! Our campfire is out. That is the problem here. Need to have another campfire here. But we don't have a stone. I was thinking that the presence of the campfire would be enough, but it ain't. Ugh. Need to stay out of the vicinity of that guy a little bit. Okay, again something learned. Things will set things on fire. And then the campfire goes out. We need to make sure we put our campfires in a place and have enough stones to eventually refill it. Or else we are going to have a problem. Now what? The things you learn. We got a dead bear. Man, that was a fight. But we've got a dead bear, and a dead bear means now we can have a little bit more armor. Okay, we need to carry around probably a little more stones and wood with that fire hazard going on. But now we can get us some tin. Gonna opt for 15 stones. And then we can make the first armor piece here. And with some armor, things will get a little bit lighter. And we can check back here if that bear will respawn, because I have seen bears respawn in the same spot, which will make it easier. How much? 20 already. That is fabulous. Are we here? Let's pick up some more wood. There is no tin on the... There is another bit of tin here. I don't think we can carry all of that. Yeah, we have to give up some of the other stuff. Yeah, that is too heavy. We have to come back and get that. There is more tin here. 1, 2. There's 2 more nodes there, and then... Yeah. We have a little bit more room, but we have to get us some more wood too. Now I feel confident because we can make the first armor piece. We get a lot more armor, making subsequent fights easier. Hahaha. That is a funny trick. Okay. So that is the tin. And then stones, wood. And here we get the loincloth. And we have some armor, friends. Yoo-hoo! So, all of that is pretty chaos too. That is our portal set here. Now we can fry up that if we have wood to make cooking stations. Ah, okay, we are a little bit too far over. There we go. That's that. And then 10 of those. Those have 40 health, and that is 10 more than that one has, and 5 more than that one has, so we have better food. We need to kill more bears. Very helpful. So now let's do some more wood cutting, because we want to get somewhere. We need more coal. Okay. Ooh! Not on my head. Did that thing... It fell on the head of that grayling and killed the grayling. I should zoom out a little more so I can see what I'm doing. Now we've got stylish paintings on our legs and like a loincloth. But the boots are cool. Have you seen the boots yet? Those boots are pretty cool. Let me stand on that here so you can adore the boots. They are like bear paws. Look that. Ain't that cute? Gonna go search for another bear. I think we did gain quite some axe levels there. Look at that. Just from killing that bear. The wood cutting is a little bit higher than the axes are. How much is that? That is 2 more kilns, but we do need more because we do need more storage too. And then 10 tin and 20 copper would give us 10 bronze. We need 8 for the bronze axe. Okay, time to go home. Wow, I'm on nothing more than a bit of honey. Keep forgetting to eat, man. That nearly cost us our lives one time before. Okay, that is that. we're gonna have more storage here to get that stuff sorted. For now. Okay, that is much nicer. Get all of that up here. That's much better in my book. Yeah. It's still not perfect, but it's better. And that needs to go in the stone department. Okay, let's repair everything. And then... pick all of that up. And we've got some runs going here. It's not enough for the axe yet, but we got some runs going. And before we go on, I'm gonna take a short break here. We're gonna be right back. Let's have some music playing while we are not here.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forest dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home and still won't spilt. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. A mother rains both sky and land, her tears will help you stand. The heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Misty glades and valleys deep, the mighty Jarls reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride. us on to where we don't know. Oh Father, can you see me fight on? Will the journey end with the lasting swing, or will we be saved again?
Okay, we're back. Let me get back to the stream. And will it pick up? Come on. Okay, let's sleep. And then we go back to getting more tin, getting more copper home, and killing another bear, because we're gonna go with the cheapy food first. Because there is... where is it? No, not here. It's in that one. There is the paws of the bear, and that deals slash damage like the flint axe that we have used to kill the bear. So I prefer if we could have the paws of the bear, which is a fist weapon. I want them. I have been playing with the flesh rippers, and I love the flesh rippers so much, and I'm really, really happy they implemented some kind of fist weapon into the early game, not only after the mountain. That is really cool, I think. So I want those bear paws, and we need another bear for that to be happening. So we shall go back to the forest, see if that bear maybe respawned, and if not, we find another one. There was a second one, we saw 2 in there, so hopefully it will work out in the end. Also, I think we do need to kill some more deer at some point too. Is that tin? Oh yeah, it is. We're gonna kill that walking potions and take that tin with us. And again, I don't have a stone or a wood on my person. Man, this takes getting used to, huh? There was also some tin laying around. Okay, we can kill that with chop too. Cool. There was some tin laying around in the water still, where we hacked at the tin. Look at that, we got we got us something here. They destroyed the workbench we had here. Good thing we came along to pick all of the stuff up here. Those guys. So I think we put that workbench down again, because I don't want to run all the way there. No, I don't want to deposit that. I want all the other stuffs in here. Oh, we have to carry that, probably. But I think we have enough with 20 to make sure we have enough to light a bear on fire. If it would be respawning. Where was that last bit of tin we could not carry? There. Let's put that in. What? Who's throwing stones? Give me your eyes. There is more tin here. And another bit there. Might as well. Because we will need about 50 or 60 or so in the end. So that's gonna be some doing. Okay, now the copper was a straight line up from here somewhere. Up there, I think. Where is that suspicious cluster of stones? That is strange. It is so very easy to get lost in this woods. You get turned around and then you don't know where you are. There is the copper. Okay. We will get there eventually. Now, there was a second bear somewhere. Gonna light the whole forest on fire, I'm afraid. Was that second bear also on the coastline? I can't remember. Oh well, stone throwers. Because why wouldn't there be? At least we are a tiny bit less squishy now. Okay. That bear here has not yet respawned. I keep glancing at the place where the minimap would be, because I'm so used to navigating by the minimap. We're gonna have fun here. Did we even come that far? I don't think. There's a lot of tin, but there, is that a bear? No, it's a rock. Like those bears, if they turn the back to you, they look just like a rock because they are also like this brownish, grayish color. And really making things easier. Oh, there's a spawner here. Should we be removing that spawner? I guess so. Just for the sake of safety here. And we've got ancient seeds. Nice. Okay. That will prevent many great... Ooh, bear. Bear. Very nice. Come here, bear. Come here, little bear. Hi, hi. Berry, berry, come here. I'd love to have you here. Okay. We hope that that fire will not set everything on fire here. Where you going? Come back. Ah. Not happy. I have to be careful not to place my fire too close to some Okay, I think gonna make it like that because that one will burn out. Oops. I probably should be wet. But that one down there should be staying lit yet now because it is already burned earth. That is an awkward position to fight. Can you come down here, please? I need to get my rested buff back, friends. This is like... tedious. Aha, look now over there. That one has caught the forest floor on fire. And that means that fire will burn itself out real quick. I got to have another one here. Oh look, that is already out. Okay, now where is that bear? I should probably be eating. That would be helpful. And that great wolf is a nuisance. Go away. Huh? I turned my back and now the bear is gone? What is going on here? Where did it go? Oh, there. That bear has a tendency, oops, that was a little, to forget. Whoa, I should not be trying to parry that one. It's getting dark. We are having no fun here. I want that thing dead. Look at that. We are not gonna have fun here. Fighting a bear for a whole day and then it's nearly dead and it's gonna be night and now it's fleeing to God knows where. Gonna have night spawns. Iskandar, good evening. Sorry, I have not looked at the chat in a long time because I was trying to get that beast deaded and now we did it. Oh, wow. Well, we can see the YouTube chat on the screen now and I don't know if the Twitch chat is working because I don't have a Twitch person here to chat, so I can see if it's working, but at least the YouTube chat is on screen, so people can read. I lost track of where I need to go. We need to go home. And I think we are going in that direction is right. Yeah. I don't feel rested anymore. I want to get home. Like real quick. Oh wait, no, we have Paddler on Twitch. At least now we see that the Twitch chat is working too. Let me pause the game for a sec here after I killed that guy. And adjust the Twitch chat so it does not overlap and make it a little bit smaller. And get it aligned with, so we can now have both chats on here, and now we can delete that paddler. Delete. There we go. Okay. Now, well, we should be thankful for that peddler that came and tried to sell us things, because now we know the Twitch chat is on screen and working too. Yeah, the weakness of the bear, Iskandia, seems to be it gets goofy when there is fire around. So we're gonna place campfires and then try our best not to get killed by it because it's still dangerous. But we've got stylish loincloth now. And as you can see, we also managed to acquire things here, so we can now finally make that much needed axe. And start getting things to be a little bit better. What do I have in my pocket here? Let's put all of that away. I acquired a lot of stuff while I was out and about. And there is still stuff laying in the forest that we need to get home. But now we can have fine wood, a bronze axe. 8 is the number. 8 is the number. I'm feeling cold. So 8 and 4 wood and 2 leather scraps. And we are proud owners of a bronze axe. Mission accomplished. That was the first step on getting things sorted here. Now we need an old gearbox somewhere. This might be just here for now. That is that one, and that needs to go here. And we need to refill the kiln too. As I like to fight with the bear claws, there is no holding a torch, and thus I think the campfire will work. Just with the Firehazard on in this playthrough, things are getting complicated. Because you have to be careful not to set your world on fire. We've got 2 of the ancient seeds we will need, and all of that is super crooked and not nice. I need to probably redo that box there. Yeah, that is what I saw in the workbench. They are amazing and I want them because I'm quite sure that I will love to play with those. I have been known for getting the flesh rippers in the mountains and play with those and enjoy it so much. So I think that's the play we are going for. We want those flesh rippers. And those bear paws, like they have 25 slash, and then they have only 6 stamina use, which is fabulous. The axe has like 8, and there is 6 times parry bonus. If you can parry with it, you get like real hefty damage in there. So yeah, we're going for that. Let's go one more day and then we're gonna have a break because yeah, I do hate torches with a passion. I don't like them. They are such a nuisance, so I never use them for anything, but in the first beginning when we start a game I use it to clap down those small trees, and that is everything. That is the thing I'm doing with those and nothing else. Okay, let's make those bear claws because we should have it's that and something else. Yeah, 4 leather. We have that. Paws of the pear. Do pears have paws? What's the upgrade? That's cheap. But I think we want the patterns of the bear too. Yeah, I have not been using torches for anything but clubbing down. So, patterns of the bear. Get that. And then we've got some decent armor levels here. We can leave that at home too, because we don't have to look that around. And then for the upgrade of that, we need a little bit more. Those are pretty cheap to upgrade to, so we have to go kill more bears. Wrong box. That box? How much do we have here? We can have a cauldron. I'm not quite sure. King of the Under the Mountains said you have to stay away 3 meters from wooden structures to make it safe. That is not 3 meters. That is 1 meter. I think we have to test that out. We're gonna be testing, we're gonna be test driving the distance needed. So if we put that like in this vicinity, I think it will catch fire. Yeah. 1 or 1.5 meters, that is more like it. Because this is like way too close. This will catch fire eventually, I think. This has been burning in here for quite a while and it seems to be fine. And that is about a meter. That one is 1 meter and it is not, look, it is about a meter. So if we came out here that half a meter, we're gonna leave that here and see what happens. We come out here that half a meter, that should make for a somewhat decent kitchen here, I think. I've never played with fire damage and thus I'm really clueless here. I'm just fumbling my way through that. But I do want the cauldron in there too, and the meat kettle. So we're gonna, that's the wrong one. We're gonna have some kind of kitchen extension here. That does not seem... I'm gonna leave that burning and see if it will catch that thing on fire. But we gonna... Aha. Yeah, it did catch on fire. See. And now we have fun here because everything caught fire. There we go. Should have done that a little further from the house. Okay. We've learned that was too close. So if we place that like that, that should be a safe distance to either side. We have a little more than a meter here. We have a little more than a meter here. That should be good. Okay. Yeah, I never tried it, so I'm adamant to at least try it out once. Because if you never try, you don't know. Well, those burn patches are actually now fertile ground, so you could, like, plant things there. And then the meat kettle can go here in between. And that is easily remedied here with that patches. You can just plane it down again and it's okay. So that does not faze me that much. But I don't want to burn my house down. That is the thing here. We have to pay attention to. So we need to keep that in mind. But it was an interesting experiment to see what would happen. Yeah, of course. And like, if you don't do things differently sometimes and never leave your comfort zone and always do the things the way you do them always, I feel like that is kind of a bit of boring, if you get my drift. I prefer doing things a little differently and try things out. Wait, we want that to come from here probably, because I do want some roof up here. Is that enough? No, it won't be enough. We have to think about that. Kind of want to make that in a kind of a kitchen, but I'm not too sure about what I'm doing here. We do need to have some roof here in some capacity. Something like that. Probably. Possibly. That's looking quite strange, but well, that's modern architecture, you know. Who said everything has to be Viking style? We can build modern architecture too, if we want to. There is no Valheim building police, as far as I'm aware of. Oh, we did not put things in there. We got carried away doing other things. Well, at least I was quick enough to put that fire out, so we don't have a burn down. Well, it is, the patterns go over the part. It's not more revealing than some of those mini bikinis people wear nowadays, so I'm good with that. Yeah, the troll raid is the Valheim building police, and if you did not build properly, you deserve to have your home destroyed. You're right. Okay, we're gonna go and get us some more wood, because we do need to build some more. And we do need to smelter some more. But feeling good about 14 armor, like that is fabulous. I like that. That makes me feel like I have actually a chance to get things done here. We need some food, probably. We need to eat something, probably. Running around with 25 armor, with 25 health. Forgetful streamer that I am, chatting away happily and getting to eat. Probably I need nutrition police or something like that in Valheim. Well, like we saw in the last stream, shamans, Grey Dwarf shamans are nutrition police. You haven't eaten, you're dead. Or you get extremely lucky. Look, we have fine wood. I can have a fine wood bow now. That makes me so happy. I feel like that is one of the biggest milestones in the game. If you reach Bronze Age, you get the Bronze Axe, you get fine wood. It's so cool. I doubt I will play another run with fire hazards on, because it really is additional hassle. But we're gonna see how things check out. There is not much to be burned down in the mountains, so or in the swamp. If you put a big bonfire there, things should not go too far awry there, because of there is nothing to be burning in the mountains, and there is everything wet in the swamp. Yeah, that progression that Valheim gives you is so satisfying, because you feel like you are able to accomplish something. We need an extra box for all of that stuff. We have a big old chaos in our boxes here. Okay, we're gonna be building some food storage here, so we can use those here for different things, because we need a seed storage too, and we need a trophy storage. So this is gonna be food storage. And then this can be the trophies. And that can be, no, that's wrong. That can be the seeds. Oh, I put the seeds in there already. Fine. There we go. So that is trophy box. We're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely we are getting somewhere. That's the wrong one. That needs to go in here. Look at all of those carrot seeds I found already. So, and then we can put that in here. That is the first wooden weapon I found. Okay. Things are looking up a little here. Obviously, we need to be killing a lot more bears and some trolls. And we need to get more raw metal. We do have a box over there. Where's the sun? Yeah, we can go there. We have a box over there in the forest where there is stuff stored that we need to get home. My favorite place for my main base in this game is absolutely plains. I love to find a place in the plains where some biomes converge, where there is maybe mountains and mistlands and plains or swamp or something like that. If you have watched A Journey to Valhalla, you can see the plains base in that place where there is mountain and plains and mistlands and swamp, and that is, I feel, the perfect location for a base, in my opinion. Some people might think otherwise, because there is constant mayhem, all the mobs fighting and aggravating the logs. But I really, really, really think that is the best place to build. I never built under the Elder Altar, really, in all the times I have played, and I have been playing for 4,000 hours, something. And I never built under any altar, not the Elder, not in the mountain on Mother's altar, not at any other altar. I never did that. It has no appeal to me. I have seen people build fabulous, fantastic bases there, but I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I could pull it off, and yeah. So you build all of your furniture on the altar plate and then put some walls up around, and you have the big fire in the middle? Like, that's a cool idea. But also then the only animals I ever tame in this game are logs. Because boars are just so much hassle and they are so vulnerable. Look at that, we do have yeah, yeah, because it's anchored to the altar, to the stone itself, and it's like super stable then. Yeah, I can imagine. Maybe I should try that one day. Now we have those pesky pukeberries. I think we're gonna be feeding that to whatever thing will eat it. And I have to mute my messenger. Wait. Hello? Come back? Get killed? Okay, no. Seed box was that one. And that is the trophy box. We have not enough space here. That is for sure. That is only 24 wood. We have to go get some more wood. Gonna put that in here. So, I think we're gonna have a short break here. I have been at it for 1 3/4 hours. I need a break here. Gonna be right back, and I'm gonna be playing some music while you wait for me to return.
Meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forest dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home, and still won't spilt. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. A mother rains both sky and land, tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Misty glades and valleys deep, the mighty Jarls reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride. The journey goes on to where we don't know. Oh Father, can you see me fight on? Will the journey end with the last demon slain, or will we be sailing again?
Okay, now we're back. Let me stop the music. Man, I needed that bio break so urgently. Let me get back to the stream. And we're gonna continue. Below the altar with a portal, not a single raid can kill your animals. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But get a boar through the whole forest? I don't know. I don't know if I want to go to that length. I think I'm more trying to be minimalist, and that is more what I do. I mean, you have been watching some of my videos, and I rarely do tame anything or so. I'm more go go go, and I keep forgetting. Look at all the glitters over here. I killed stuff and did not pick up the things here. We need to have more fine wood, and we need to have more wood. That is a given. Do-do. Okay, there we go. I should be zooming out a little bit. Do I have food in my pocket? Yeah, I do. Because running around the world without food in my pocket at that stage could be fatal. Yeah, that is true. But I'm not too sure where we have an oak tree. And I don't want to stray too far right now, because I want to get a portal, and then we can go exploring, and then we can gather more seeds and can jump home with a portal if need be. Because that helps a great deal. And I want that cartography table. And there is no oak in close reach here, I think. I have not seen any. So we would have to go explore more to make oak happen. But for now I'm gonna get all the birch trees I can here. And then we see about making some Queen's Jam and get the carrots in the ground, because we should have enough to make a cultivator. Hopefully. Oh, do you kill my precious raspberry bushes here? Ooh. portal is, I think, a really important option here for that playthrough. Yeah. If I had a map, I would go explore. Oh, look! There is there is an oak. Like right here. Haha! Good thing. I haven't seen that before. And we've got, oops! We've got a bunch of acorns, like 6 acorns. So, even more important, we get us that cultivator so we can get our carrots in the ground. Yeah, I got him! I got him! And we've got a heck ton of fine wood. That means we have the portals down. That helps a great deal. You were not here, I think, Iskandar, for the world creation. We did treat ourselves to 1.5 resources because it's hard enough to play without a map on a new update where I don't know the enemies and all of that jazz. And we did put in the portal metals because I don't trust myself to do that on a no map run with a boat. That could lead to real big trouble. So once we've got portals, we are good. Then it's all about finding our way around and not losing our portal. Yeah, that is gonna be real cool because now we can, let's see, we do have, let's make, man, I'm streamer brain. Streamer brain is a real thing, in case you didn't know. We need more coal. Because we want that cultivator. And we want to see, we have lots of things here. We can make Queen's Gem. Queen's Gem is way better than honey. Gonna leave the honey at home and run with the Queen's Gem. That will be helpful. Don't have the cultivator yet, but we will have it very, very soon. We need more coal. And then we're gonna get us... What is that with those deer here? They're very good. Doo-doo-doo. Also, we can upgrade the stack breaker, I think, because we have quite some deer trophies already. Oh, look at all of that. Wonderful, wonderful. Now we are really good. We can have portals and it should be even enough to make the fermenter happening. So we can have mead. We're getting somewhere here. Okay, that should be one upgrade for the stack breaker, if I am not mistaken completely. Okay, let's get the home portal going. Something is doing something somewhere. I can hear noises outside. Where do we do that? Put that. No good place to put that. Well, maybe here. Like that. I think we're never gonna run out of those while we are here. I never picked up dandelion. Can you believe that? I wanted to put the dandelion in here. Okay, and then we need another 20 for the pocket portal, and then 20 for workbench and box, and that is our pocket portal then. And gotta repair. And find out what we need for that cultivator. 5 bronze and 5 core wood. With that tin here, might be able to get that done real quick, because one more. Give me one more. Gimme. Yeah. Like dandelion, and I always forget to pick them, and then I stand there and think, wait, where is my recipes? Why can't I make this and that? Yeah, well, you never picked any dandelion. Okay, there is our 5 bronze for the cultivator. Boom. And 5 core wood. Palim. We got a cultivator. And then we do need some wood, because we need to make some kind of fence happening. We don't want them... What is that? Where did that come from? Strange. Because we don't want them buggers to be destroying our crops. Well, it's not too hard. It's gonna get rough when we get to the point where we have to find Elder. And then we can make our peace with the fact that we might not find any of the traders, because there is no map to show up. So if we don't get lucky and run into Haldor or Hildir or the witch, we might be without any of what they have to offer. Like no Ratatosk, no nothing. And that could be harsh. So we cross our fingers and hope for the best. That is what I'm hoping. I have seen so many maps where Haldor was in the vicinity of Elder, and if you ran around there long enough, you will find him. And I have seen many a map where the witch was in the Bone Mass Swamp. Not always, but if we find Bone Mass, we have a fighting chance to find the queen. Not the queen. The witch. So, there is hope, but I am fully prepared to be out of luck and not find any of them, and do without a Megan Yard and try to find the frost cave with the fishing rod. If it has to be that way, it will be that way. Good thing we found that many carrot seeds already. And I should be eating. I'm doing it again, running around here and with no regards, making life hard on myself. Can do that, it's only stupid. I do hope we get a chance and find the witch, because it's way more fun if you have the supplies the witch offers. So look at all of that wonderful fine wood we have here. We can up our comfort here by a lot. So we gonna have us a kitchen table, I think. Why is that so low? That's a Chinese or Japanese style table. What? How did that come to pass? Oh, like that. Okay, interesting. Okay. And then we want a chair. I'd like to have it usable, but I know it will bug me a great deal because we will hang ourselves up on that thing all the time. But we're gonna do that pergola style. Like you all know, this is just temporary solution. We will have a nice base somewhere else. But I want the comfy levels. And that's number 8. And then we can have also a banner. Which one? The purple one. That. And that. Well, not the worst I've ever seen. I've seen worse. Okay. That feels way better now. Now we're gonna plant us some trees. Yeah, I prefer to have the first like somewhat base-ish base thing. I kind of don't want to build them, to plant them here, because those raspberry trees, they could get destroyed if we harvest them. And they are very handy so close to my house. So we're gonna go over there and plant the oak trees here. That is safer for my raspberry bushes. So, oak sapling. Usually, I am not very concerned about the raids, I have to say. They don't bother me that much. That one has not enough room to grow, because usually you can outrun them. You can just kite the stuff away from the base and then run in circles until the raid finishes, and then that's good. I never feel the need to do extra things there. I will build a garden wall in the plains just to prevent them foolings from downright wandering into my kitchen. But yeah, like that That is like I do it always. I never build any defenses or something. Mostly because I cannot be bothered. Okay. We've got the oak trees planted. We've got that smeltered. We have enough to make another batch of coal. That is full too, so we can smelter that tin. Yeah, like that is the beauty of Valheim, don't you think? Like the ability that everybody can play that game however which way they want, like build super big bases and be as detailed as you want to be, and then somebody else might decide, nah, I'm just going minimalist style, and it's okay, and you can win either way. Like it's so versatile, and that is, I think, the beauty of Valheim. Gonna put that in here for now. Feeling good about this. We have comfy level 9 here, which is decent. We will have carrots soon. We do have... Oh, wait, we can make the... Yes, we can. Can make the meat kettle. Like, this is a base. It's a shit shack, to be honest. It's just clobbered together every which way. But I think you can hold out here until you can find a nicer place to build a nicer base. Yeah, on hardcore, every 30 minutes a raid. Yeah, I understand that absolutely, because they are hard to deal with, and that is then not much fun. So yeah, I would understand absolutely to go to the length to build a mode to prevent that. So we have the meat kettle. We do need a fermenter, and we do not have space for that fermenter in here. We have to invent fermenter HUD. Need to wait for the tin, and then we have to restock a little bit on that. We have to find wood to make the fermenter happen, and the resin. But for now, I think we are going to have another short break here before we play the last day. I want to go back to the forest, but I do need to drink, or lest I will start to cough. Gonna be right back with you.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forest dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home and still hope's built. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world your sail as Valkyries you awaken. Steep and frosty mountains where wolves howl and dwell. Another rains both sky and land. Tears will help you stand. The heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail as Valkyries.
Okay, let me just drink something. There we go. And then back to the stream. Continue. There we go. Honestly, I never played on hardcore. I played on hard, and I have a series that is played on hard, and that is hard enough for my liking. Hardcore is like, ooh, I'm not that good. I don't feel I'm that good. Maybe sometime I feel confident about that, and we have the nastiest of weathers here. We're gonna bring 10 stone. We're gonna pick up some wood somewhere. Wait, there is one more. And we're gonna go... We have the portal. Yes, we have the portal. We're gonna go in the direction of our mine. What is that all about over there? Oh, that is that deer we killed and we couldn't pick up because we were full already. Yeah, I can understand because I have been playing through the Mistlands in hard mode and it's hard, and thinking about the Ashlands gives me the shivers. But on the other hand, like I said, if you don't challenge yourself, I try to challenge myself a little bit to get better. I also plan on maybe doing some of those trophy hunts. Have you ever heard about trophy hunts? That is a fun concept with a mod by Oathorse. And I thought we might also be streaming some trophy hunts, like for our practice runs, and see how far I get with that. That could be fun to do too. I never have a potion hotkey either, because I never have potions in my hotbar. I always open my inventory to eat. Yeah. Hardcore requires you to play way more careful. And I feel that is sometimes too much of a hassle. If you understand what I'm trying to say there. So we went up this way, and somewhere up here is that bronze thing. And we have some stone throwers again. Oh, can I? Yeah. Look at that. My orientation is not that bad. Well, I have been here for like 16 times or something, so it's not saying much. You are such a nuisance. Go away. But I think if I keep my wits about me, we might just be able to pull that off. Look at all of that stuff we have in here. We have to get that home. Why is there so bad weather here? That is not fun. Yeah, having fun is better. Challenging is nice, but if it is overwhelming, then nice turns into terrible real quick. And we are playing games to have fun mostly. So... And that is where I will not hesitate to even turn down the difficulty level. If I'm not having fun anymore with that game, then, well, we're gonna turn that difficult levels down, because I would not want to spend my free time from work grinding myself into a frenzy and then not feel relaxed. We have to do something about the honey situation before we can make any meat. And we only have those 2 bees. Well, yeah, that is what we have. Okay, so now we picked up all of that stuff that we left behind there. Now we're gonna get that bit of copper. There is not much left here, and that should be way sufficient for our needs for now to have the boat and the... No, come on. The boat and the fermenter and some item stands to put things on there. And if we need more, we can always come back, because I'm not into the bronze weapon at all. I don't need them really. I can make do with the normal stuff. What level is my spear? We should upgrade the spear. We should upgrade the club. We should upgrade the... What's with you? Should upgrade the shield, and we should get another bear and upgrade what? What? Leave me in peace, I have to do work here. Honestly, that spear is so OP. If you can use a spear, that is... Light armor in the spear gets you far in early game. Nails for a cart, yeah, probably. I mostly use the carts to store things at home, because I usually play with portal metals. There we go. We're getting somewhere here. That should be sufficient. That was a real big piece of copper. I don't think that we need to get a lot more copper urgently soon. We now can go and look at the world a little bit more. Like killing a bear and in this stage takes a while. So having more time, can I get up there please? Having more time to kill more bears will result in more armor. And I'd rather spend my time killing bears than mining copper, honestly. Have we picked that stuff up? Yeah, we did. Keep forgetting that too. And then I want to make potions and I don't have the ingredients. Okay, now we got everything here. and a bunch of stones. I kind of want those stones at home too. Because we will have to build a proper base in another place. Yeah, that I can understand. I could get behind that on a casual run to do that. I prefer to play only with mods that are not game altering. So like the plant everything mod I have. But it is said like you can't build something for free. You have to have the ingredients to build the stuff, and that is kind of what I like. Okay, that is only one rock. I need 10 rocks. And some... I think that should be sufficient. There is enough laying around in the forest. Now, oh, the sun came out. That is fabulous. Thank you, dear sun. And we have about midday, I should say. I think we're gonna be turning our building piece to be facing north. If that is, we are a little below the equator, so I think north should be that way. That would make it a little bit after the noon. Is that correct? Is it more like that? I think it's more like that. That should be north. We should go to the spawn and check. But I think we can go to the spawn once we found Elder and want to get there to hang up the trophy. So, now be careful not to turn that, because we have to... Wait, we could? Haha! Because Valheim is working in grids. Yeah, that is exactly the north direction, because that is where I planed, and that is exactly north. Now we've learned something again. What was I saying? What was I planning on doing? Oh, I have to repair the stuff. When we come home, we have to be making some food. What's with our carrots? Okay. In the next episodes, we have carrots, not in this one. Okay. Yeah, and me having ADHD is not exactly helping the cause here. Like, I'm fighting so hard with my brain sometimes. That's also why sometimes you might have noticed I'm talking and then I don't say the last word of the sentence. And it sounds like I have forgotten what it was called in English, but that's not the case. My brain is racing and thinking about other things already, and that's why I sometimes interrupt myself and don't finish a sentence. And I did, for the longest time, I did not even notice I'm doing that. But yeah, I do. And that is a proper sign of an ADHD brain you have there. Brain is going at 16,000 miles per hour. Oh, hi there, Mr. Bear. I'd like to introduce you to some fire, if you would care to... Huh. Can we put that fire on here, please? Thank you. Oh, nice. Because that is fireproof. That would mean we don't have a problem here. Let me try those fabulous new weapons. Come back. Where you going? Aw. Killjoy. I think that thing gets traumatized by the fire. If the fire is the first thing, it is the first thing that deals damage. That thing gets traumatized. That is the deal here, I think. So, if we managed to get that guy over here and let it try to hit us. Yeah, well, girl, you have to put on your weapons, and they were on the wrong number. We have to do something here, because that is fabulous nothing. Ow, I rolled a little bit too early there. Yeah, stay there. That's a good idea. No? Keep rolling in the wrong direction. I've not yet learned the patterns correctly. That goes a little more quickly now. I did accidentally parry that thing, and I did not even realize it. That is way nicer to kill bears like that. Ow, that hurt. Ha ha ha. That's fun. Now give me a trophy. Not really. What a pity. Oh yeah, there was a trophy in there. Man, are we just the lucky ones? That trophy has such a low drop rate. Happy me. Where is that second fire? I had a second fire somewhere. Huh? Oh, there? There. Man, that is fabulous. Now I have to decide, because we could make the headdress for the complete set, the Berserk set, or we could do the pendant, and of course Who doesn't want a stylish bear rug in their house? It's getting late. We are on our way to the north still. Do we really want to continue that way? There is another fire here that I forgot to pick up the last time. I have been cheating a tiny little bit, and I have been playing a private game for myself alone. And I found out that their rug has a built-in stool. Oh, there is a troll over there. Friends, we have our work cut out for the next episode. We have to get some troll hide. So we're gonna be putting up our workbench here. And that being said, we try to remember when we have that workbench, when we look along that side, the back side of the workbench, that is on the left side, that points north. That's the direction we want to go. So, not turning anything here. That is the next thing I want to be doing. I want to have like a big Mimo board somewhere here. We're gonna build a Mimo board, or we could just put it here on that side, like a lot of signs, so we can write notes to ourselves. Oh, wait a second, friends, I completely forgot. We now can make that, and we have all the ingredients to make that. We need to have that, because that is where the magic happens. That we will do now. So we need fine wood and where are my bones? There. And leather scraps and raspberries, and we're gonna put that outside here for now. Let me see how wrong that orientation that way. So now we can record our discoveries, and then it will work its magic. And when we click here, then it says remembering travels, and at some point it will be ready. Let me just put away all of that jazz here and update the club probably. Okay, we need to have some upgrades first. We can't do that just yet. We're gonna get to that in the next episode. So now when we press our map, we get that static map, which is not interactive. You can just, like, it's like a road map, like an old-fashioned road map. And we get only the markings for where is spawn, where is the altar we activated, and no other markings. And that is what we get. That is what we have seen. That is probably where the Valkyrie flew us in here. So we see there is some islands here. That is where we have that Black Forest, and that is what we explored. And that is everything we will get ever from that. Like, it just draws a static map for us. And I'm so stoked about that. Makes me happy. Okay. So, we've got that cartography table. We've got everything set up. We can start another kiln here. Okay, so that is that. Then we do need some coal and some wood. And one more goes here. And we're gonna have us a sign here informing future us about... I do have problems seeing where the dots are. I always have problems seeing where the dots are. Okay, that way around. Okay. Fight troll beyond portal. There. And we're gonna have some more of those for future notes to self, so we don't forget what we were about to do. Well, I guarantee we will forget nonetheless, but we can try our best not to. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how that episode went. We accomplished a lot. More than I hoped we would. Like, this is another 2 full stacks, and then we can always get more if we need to. But I think we are off to a really, really, really good start here. Okay, we can't forget to cook, but for now we are going to save that game here. And we're gonna change to our chat and find out that that does not work here. I need to do some finagling with that here, because let me try and do that, deactivate that, so we can at least read the chat. I have to do some finagling here too. That is way too small, nobody can actually read that. Let's try to put that in shape a little bit, and then we're gonna pull it a bit bigger. Something... Is that a good size? Can you read that okay, like that? Okay, I think... Great. A bit larger would be better. Okay, let's have it a little bit larger. So Iskandia can read it too. I have to finagle things a little bit here. Something like that. Yeah, I think that will work, and then the next time we can have the Twitch chat, somebody chatting on Twitch, we're gonna get that going there too. Okay, that's that for this episode. I'm pretty happy. I had a lot of fun playing. I had a lot of fun talking with you. And we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world next Tuesday, 18:30, like always, on Twitch, on YouTube. So pick your favorite platform and we're gonna be there again. And with that, I bid you a good night, and I see you next Tuesday. Bye bye.